Today on Meat Revival, Brisket Hash.
Okay, folks, today on Meat Revival, we're going to answer the age-old question. What do you do with leftover brisket?
First, why do you have leftover brisket?
Well, yeah, you do. I mean, if you took 2 or 3 in the contest
That's
or something,
true,
you know,
that's true,
you always
yeah.
end up with some left. You know, if you're a competition cook, you probably don't want to eat it all the time. If you're doing it in your backyard, yeah, you'll just finish it off and be nothing left of it. But we always find ourselves with some that's left over. So what we're going to do today is do a brisket hash with it. So what we're going to do is combine all these ingredients of brisket, some sauteed onion, some butter, and this is just a brown gravy mix that we're going to put with it.
Like out of the envelope?
Yeah, just an instant brown gravy mix. Then we'll use some beef broth, put that with it, and then some salt and pepper. You can do this on a crock pot. It may take you 3 or 4 hours. These guys tell me I can do this in Instapot in no time. So,
You know, I've been cooking with the Instant Pot for probably about a little less than a year now, and the more I'm cooking with it, the more I'm loving it. You know, and I think what we're going to see with this is probably under 20 minutes from the time it comes up to pressure to when it's done.
that's
That
amazing.
this stuff's going to be done, and I think it's going to be a good thing.
That's amazing that you can get that done that fast. So it's kind of like a pressure cooker.
It is a pressure cooker. It's exactly what it is.
Wow.
So the key to an Instant Pot is making sure you have enough liquid in it. They always say a minimum of a cup. You know, there's certain things that are going to off liquid. Onions put off a ton of liquid.
Right.
But you know, we're going to be using some beef broth here, so
Right.
we're going to be safe with that. We do have some onions that I see we're going to be using as well. They've already been sautéed, so that they have a little bit of that liquid
Right.
that's been removed. But between the butter and the beef broth, we're good.
Okay, I don't want the thing blowing up.
It won't. Well, I can never guarantee that. No, I'm just kidding. They're super safe.
Wow.
They're super safe. They're easy to use, and I think once you start using it and you see it, you're gonna become hooked on it.
Okay. All right, so let's get started. This is about 3 pounds of chopped brisket that was left over. So we're gonna put that in there. That seems like a lot for that little pot.
Oh. As long as you don't go over the max line, you're
There's a max
fine.
line in
There's
there?
a max line.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna do that. We'll go ahead and put our onion in.
And that's already pre-sauteed.
That's
Just
pre-sauteed.
chopped up onion.
Actually, it's pre-sauteed in some bacon grease.
Oh, geez.
So what's not to like about bacon grease, you know? All right, so then we're going to take our brown gravy mix, put it in, mix that up. Go ahead and add some broth to it. If you're doing this in a crock pot, it's like you say with the Instant Pot, you want to make sure that there's plenty of liquid there. And actually, the crock pot method does take the whole box
Yeah, and
because it's going to cook all day
yeah.
long.
Well, and also with the crock pot though, you're losing some of it. So I wouldn't put it all in on this one. With that, because
Let's
with
see I need the spatula. Something to run it down. Big old spatula.
that's a whisk spatula.
So whisk spatula. Okay, I'm with you.
You whisk me?
Whisk. Okay.
All right.
All right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put my butter in. Just use a whole stick of butter. Put it right there on the top. Then I'm gonna use. This is called a black pepper salt, and I tell you, folks, I really like it. You can use as much or as little salt and pepper as you want. It kind of comes back to what you season your brisket with. If your brisket was salty, you want to not do as much, you know. So your herbs and seasoning that you use your brisket with is going to dictate how much salt and pepper you put in there. So I think
That's about it.
that's everything.
So what we got here then is our lid. Slide over here. I'm gonna put it on. Let's see.
Oh, it just goes right on.
There we go. Find it, and it's gonna sing to you. We're gonna make.
No way.
We're gonna make sure that we
It sings?
are. We'll make sure that we are in the seal mode. Then we are going to go to the, where is it? It's a different one than mine at home. So we're going to look for the high pressure 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
No, I'm sorry. 10 minutes. And then we're going to visit it after that. It's going to take some time to come up to pressure, and then it'll cook for 10 minutes. And then we'll go from there.
So this thing, it's going to be there in 10 minutes.
Yep.
Good gracious. Things they come up with nowadays.
So, but yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
Okay, folks, we'll be back 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. Okay, folks, we're back. I gotta admit, this Instapot thing worked. You know, I'm a believer now.
We set it for 10 minutes. It took about 10 minutes to get to pressure. Cooked for about 10 minutes. We did a quick release.
Yeah.
It was a little more moist than normal.
It is.
From a liquid, so
right.
you know, cutting back the liquid is important on
Right.
it.
Yeah, that's what you would have to do. But 20 minutes versus 4 hours in a crock pot, I'm all over the 10 to 20 minutes. So what we did here, we took the hash and put it over some mashed potatoes. You can put it over rice, whatever bottom you want. You can put it on bread. Just make a little SOS out of it, you know. The possibilities are endless. So we're going to dig into this now. See how it is.
That's it.
Holly? Y'all want some? Oh, we got a crowd of people around here.
I'm full.
Oh, you can't be full,
Don't
Bob.
stop that. Don't let yourself. Don't stop from eating because you're full.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Nothing wrong with that.
Got me some right there.
Spoon it off that big plate.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, y'all come back and see us. We're going to eat.
Be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, get some information for notifications. Leave us a comment. We'll see you next time. Thanks for checking us out today on Meat Revival. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you can get all the latest updates. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. We'll see you next time.